Hello everyone, this is FDB Vladerag here to say I'm sorry. The next video that you are about to watch that brings you this map here is a little kind of iffy. Some problems occurred with the data and the conversion and what have you. In short, there's going to be maybe a space of 1 to 2 minutes where the video does appear to skip around and some things I say may not come out perfectly correct. I hope you will forgive me. Once it is past that stage, you're going to have 40 blissful minutes of no technical difficulties whatsoever. Once again, I beg your forgiveness, and, well, here you are. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Mapmaking with Vladerag. Okay, folks. Here's the deal. I might have lied to you a bit. I said I was going to show you the videos of FDV testing the maps. Well, yeah, they kind of hated this one. Like, they really hated this map. You see, these errors here, they didn't go away when I uploaded it. This was actually how the map looked in-game. Yeah, and that was a problem. There were also a lot of other problems with this map. Now, my other map, New Moon, got a complete passing grade. Loved it. It was all good. Agria Sinkhole, however, not so much. And you know what? It's one of the first maps that people have just disliked as a bad map. Like, okay, fine, technically not Victorious Cliffs, sorry, that's what save file is. Cliffs of Forever. People didn't like that one very much, to be sure. Or rather, some people did. Some people didn't. That one I knew people were going to be like, simply because it's a very much different concept. The very, very close spawn locations, the arrangement of the bases is much different than most standard maps, and that lends itself, I feel, to much more interesting conflicts on occasion, and also it might not necessarily have been entirely balanced. I feel it was pretty darn balanced. I mean, yeah, Mutalisks were strong there, but then so were Phoenix. Reapers were good, but Blinkstalkers were too. So yeah, I feel it was pretty darn balanced myself. It was just highly favoring aggressive play. Agria Sinkhole was just a bad map. But that doesn't mean we're going to just get rid of it and do something else. You see, here's the thing. I like the idea. I like the idea of Agria Sinkhole. I like the idea of this area here in the center. I'm actually going to probably redo this map. I'm actually going to start right now, today. We're going to redo this map. We're going to make this part here where these pillars are, we're going to make that unpathable. We're going to shrink the map size. We are definitely going to fix these rocks. They actually don't fall correctly at all. Like this one here, yeah, you can actually go up and down that corner. Who knew, right? Doesn't make much sense, but yeah, you can do it. We found that in testing. Also, this rock here destroys both of these, whereas this one only destroys this one, or this one there. Uh-oh. Oh, hold on, folks. I think I messed everything up. No, I didn't, but I hit a button that caused it to minimize, and Fraps turned on and off for a second. I don't know if that created extra files. I'm not going to look, because doing that would create even more files. So we'll see later, and if it did, I'll just merge them together. You won't notice anything but me all of a sudden going, what? Oh. Yeah, that's all you'll hear. Either way, so this map is a dud. The idea might still have some merit. So what we're going to do, we are going to go to map. Actually, you know what, first we're just going to go like this. We are on the layer, or, you know, not the layer, we are on points, so we're just going to begin to clear our map. just destroy everything on it, down to the last slime-covered toadstool. And yes, that was indeed a Shrek reference. I'm going to see if I can actually select all. That would be... Oh, I can! Oh, that's just lovely. Because I can select all and delete. Beautiful! Oh, that's just wonderful. Oh, man, that makes me happy. Okay, then we can just go to that. Hit Control A, and goodbye. Terrain. Control A, and I don't know if that'll work. No, that's too bad. Either way, I at least hoped I could delete the water like that. Fraps creates another save file. So, we're going to be right back, and I'm going to have to merge everything into a part 1 and then merge that with a part 2, where I'll actually get everything done. Oh, wow, life is funny. Okay, everyone, now that my converter is so busily working away in the background, we're going to get right back to what we were doing. Going to be removing all the water, because, yeah, we do not need that anymore. It's got to go, basically. Yeah, of course the problem is... what? Whoopsies. Did not mean to do that. Either way, you shouldn't actually notice that in the video. I'm going to actually check to make sure it didn't show up. Whatever, it'll be fine. It'll be fine, trust me. Trust me, I'm a doctor. No, I'm not really a doctor. God. I'm sorry, folks. I'm just a little weird. As I'm sure you have noticed. Either way, we're going to be removing this water. I don't think there's a faster way to do this. If there is, somebody please tell me. I would love to know. Anything I can learn is for the best, because I'm trying to dewaterify this planet so that we can remove it down to nothing. Actually, you know, it might just be... Now we're going to do this first because I want to level out the terrain and make it very much basically how the map was when it began. That's how we're going to begin with our redoing of the map, because that's of course where we're going. I like the map. I like the ideas of this map. It was just the oh god, that was only one corner. You know what? I take everything I said back. This is gonna be way too time consuming to redo it. So you know what? We're just going to just do new map and go from there. Okay, so let's just do that. Heart of the Swarm dependencies. Okay, yeah, listen, I'm lazy. Okay, whatever. I sort of wanted to delete everything, but we're not going to do that. We are not going to do that. We're going to go with Agria. Okay, there we go. Use terrain, do not use terrain. Actually, you know what, let's just go like that. Let's see what this does. You see, that's to some extent the point of this is experimentation. And yeah, there we go. This surprise, you might be surprised, but this is actually part of the Agria terrain. I didn't think much before I just set it in motion. I should have maybe thought a little bit more. Just so... I wonder if that causes my voice to stutter. Interesting. There's so many things I have to examine about this. Ooh, I cannot wait. I love experimentation. It's just part of who I am. But anyways, now that we have a new map, now that we have this new whatever, and it looks ugly as all get out, but we'll change that later, not really important at this moment. But now that we have this new map, we can use symmetry. Ooh, I'm so excited because symmetry is fantastic and I can do this onto 4 axes. Which means, hopefully, that if I did that right, that when I do this, when I do this, it should have reflected. Okay, I did something wrong. I'm going to undo that. We're going to go to Tools. We're going to select Use Symmetry. And now we're going to do that. And now look at that. All four corners of the map do indeed have our fun little pillar. That's not actually what it's going to look like. We're going to do some work now. Okay, we have to decide how precisely do we want this to work out like. How does this base function? Here's what I think. I think that much in the spirit of maps a lot like us. No, you know, we're not going to go with the Core Hall Sky Island Drive. I've already sort of done that. It's a little overdone for me. I'm going to go with something much more standard that's I like standard is good. Let's go with that. Standard is good. That's our saying for the day. We are going to be basically extending this. We're going to be making our main base up high. And I'm going to add sort of an exploitable ledge over here. I'm going to want to extend this. This is about where our natural is going to be, down right there. And so, of course, because I want rocks to be able to fall down upon our natural, I actually need to have that there. Well, it doesn't actually have to be like that, but we're going to have it like that. Either way, we're going to have to small that down, raise cliff, bring this around over here. Well, that's interesting. I didn't realize that was so close. Undo. That is indeed way too close. At least for it to be easily accessible. You know, perhaps I'm thinking about this wrong. Perhaps we need to undo all of this. And that. And that too. And that, I guess. There we go. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the mini-map that I don't think shows up on that, and I was noticing that there were like little things here that I didn't click enough, even though it was almost enough. Yeah, you know, I'm thinking the problem here is that this is actually, in making the map smaller, I can't have it work quite like I wanted to before. I need to go more of a angular, symmetry, perhaps. Yeah, this should do it. We're gonna do this from the top corner here, and we are going to use, let's go with 14 sized circle, nice and big. We're gonna be building up our base right here. Going to be shrinking this down a bit. Moving. Oh, sorry. Whoop, there we go. Okay. Going to be going to our same level cliff now. And beginning to make that area that I was talking about before for the natural. Gonna get rid of that. I don't like it much. I'll make this area more like that. Whoa, that was too much. Redo. And that, of course, is the beauty of same level cliff, is that it's really easy to redo and undo things you've done, things you like, however you want it. This is going to be how our natural looks. Alright. Of course, that has to curve around so that it can hit those gases. Actually, these are still very, very close. This is actually quite an interesting situation. I like it quite a bit. We're going to see how this one turns out with our new Agria Sinkhole. It's going to be very much an interesting situation because we're going to be forcing... you might have noticed, still experimenting a little bit with the symmetry. Always a good thing to do. This is diagonal symmetry, in case anybody is wondering what symmetry setting it is on. That would be your answer. I think I do. We are going to be adding a couple of ramps, maybe a little larger. 8 and 8. There we go. And there's my 2 spheres. Yeah, okay, I see how the diagonal works now. Okay, I get it. So what I probably had planned to do would probably take rotational symmetry. Either way, we're going to end up placing rocks on this one here eventually. Until that point, I'm going to continue to add... We're going to actually be... that's remove ramp. We want remove cliffs. There we go. That's what we're trying to do. Shrink that down. You know what? That's actually probably pretty fine there. Make that large again. We're going to be heading over to here. Getting to carve out a bit of the land we plan to use for various things. I actually plan to place a gold base here, of all things indeed, just for the fun of it. I'm gonna make that a little curvier, just so it seems a tad more natural. I do like sort of that natural feeling to these bases. And yeah, so we're going to begin to add the sinkhole, which of course is the primary feature on any map called sinkhole. You would think that a sinkhole would be very important to it, and indeed you would be correct. And it's going to be the main feature on this map, definitely featuring unpathable air. We're going to be trying to force interesting air battles. Normally we don't consider positioning in air, at least not in the way we do ground. And I want to see what'll happen if people do have to think about that. What then? So yeah, we're going to be seeing how that works out. Of course, the fact that they aren't actually all that distant by ground does make this also a very interesting map as well. One that's there's sort of a lot of exploitable terrain built into it. And again, I like that a lot. It's just it makes the game more interesting, I feel. You know, and we're actually going to throw in an island here. Man-made cliffs. And I'm just going... Oh gosh, this is actually very difficult. Oh my goodness. This is so difficult. I'm trying to get it on one of these squares. I don't know if it's actually possible. Eek! Okay, we're gonna go like this. Okay. And, undo that. Yeah, we're not gonna quite go like that. We're gonna make this smaller. Gonna be, yeah, that's better. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want to do. Gonna make make this a tad more interesting. Okay, yeah, that is what I wanted. There we go. Mission accomplished in our sinkhole. Okay, now this is our boundary there, so we're going to be lowering cliffs. Oops, do not want to be man-made there, we want it to be organic. But yeah, we're going to be lowering cliffs in the boundary zone. Just for the fun of it, we're going to make this sort of its own island. Did I hit control on accident? I did. Whoopsie, there we go. Of course, anything outside that yellow line is not actually buildable. Anything outside the blue isn't visible. I believe that is how it works. Basically, what we're removing then, it just makes it look better on the mini-map when they load. When you're playing, it looks a lot nicer with this bit removed. I feel anyways. Some people may disagree with me. Of course, you're entitled to your opinion. Whatever. Basically, however you like it, you do that. I like it like this, so yeah, I do it like this. I basically don't like it when there's areas that look buildable that aren't. Hence the removal of anything not quite in the bounds. I leave a little bit because otherwise, just again, you want it to look natural. And if the bases are smack right up to the boundaries, it can be hard to remove everything without making it look square. Which, of course, is not what I want to do. Either way, just going to be continuing to erase. I almost wish there should just make like a tool for this. Well, that would be useful. That would be very useful. I think I would like that quite a bit. Anyway, just moving on forward, calmly going about my business. Of course, with symmetry, that means I only really have to do half of this, and the other half is just taken care of by the computer. Look at it erase for me. Oh, love it. Bam. Did the symmetry get off somehow? It did. Oops. We'll have to make sure that gets corrected. Oh, okay. There we go, yep, that's back on target. Everything is wonderful and dandy in the universe again. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to widen this bit here just a tad. There we go. Just so that, basically to make aggression without attacking those rocks viable. The rocks that there will be, of course. And there's that one. And yeah, you know what? We're going to have to... Don't think we're going to have a base here, but a base here does seem good to me. Maybe, maybe not. You know what, maybe the base will be here, curving around like that. I think I like that very much. Very, very much. Okay, so we're just actually going to start. We're going to go ahead and do it. We're going to do, oh my god. Speaking, it's difficult. Actually, you know what? We have to add some more ramps before we do that. What is wrong with me today? I do not know. We're just gonna take a look. Where's this gonna go? Here. It's as good a place as any for that ramp. Okay, now we get to go to units. I'm going to put our next side down. I'm going to be... not layer, I want Nexus. I'm Protoss. I'm the awesome race. I can't believe I just said that. We're going to go there. Maybe these bases are a tad small. So we're going to add some more onto them via this space here. And there we go. I'm going to zoom out a bit just to get sort of a bird's eye view at what we're looking at. I'm probably actually going to place the base right around here in this spot. This is where we're going to have the mineral fields be. No, you know what? That is fine. That's fine. We'll see if it works. We will see if it works. Resource, mineral field. Perfect. Yeah, this is actually going to work fine if my mouse stops being weird. Okay, undo. Let's get down to business. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 8. And 2 rather. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That's a mineral field. Oh, is that 1 or 2? I feel like that's 1. Yeah, it's 1. Okay, good. There we go. That is a base. All done. Yeah, I like it. I like that base. That's a good base. We're going to keep that base. Now we're going to go back and place another nexus. Oh, does anybody find this interesting? I'm sorry to just randomly ask that, but seriously, does anybody in the world leave a comment, please? I beg you. Does everybody just like hate me, hate my guts, and want me to die, like right now? Does that sound even like? Oh god. Okay, I'm just gonna shut up. I can't shut up because I'm casting. Oh, this is pain. Pain is just knowing that you're making a fool of yourself and not being able to do anything about it. Oh, it hurts. It hurts the soul. Some adjustment might be necessary to the terrain. Maybe even... Ooh, that would actually be interesting. Multiple ramps into the main base. I sort of like that idea. We'll have to consider it more. For now, however, we'll do some mineral fielding. Mineral field has been depleted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 8. Delete. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. Okay, yep, there we go. That's how we're going to do it. You know what? I'm really liking the idea of multiple ramps into the base. Maybe one there. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. It's interesting. It's different. Different's good. I like different. Anyway, we're gonna continue. God, everybody must hate me so much. Well, do I just sound depressed or what? Eek. We're going to continue with our adding of said bases. Going to be putting one there. Going to go to resources and add some resources because that's what resources are for. Oh god, I'm sounding just weird all of a sudden. I can't stop. Someone help me. Oh, pain. Anyway, I digress. The placement of the geysers is very important. Making sure that everything is right is especially important to a game really being playable. If everything is not perfectly done, it'll just be bad for everybody. Nobody will really want to play on it if things aren't done right. And that's just sort of the truth of the matter, is that nobody wants to play on a crappy map. I mean, yeah. A lot of people make maps and then publish them publicly, and they're not really all that good, and I always wonder, well, why did you do that? Who really wants to see not a good map? At least put some effort into them. I hope that everybody feels that I have. I certainly try quite a bit to get these looking nice for you. This is going to be a low mineral expansion, I feel. Yep, there we go. All nice and good there. And we're going to have a high yield over here. And I feel like I had a train of thought and I lost it. Like, absolutely, just completely no idea what I'm talking about anymore. Okay, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Because you know what? It is 1 in the morning right now. And I am happy. And this is not easy. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, folks. This is like the most difficult thing I've ever done. Is it because the Nexus is placed perfectly? That much I know. These minerals are what don't like to be placed. What? What am I doing wrong, folks? Not sure. Okay, we got that. We're gonna turn symmetry off for a second, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this without symmetry. Okay. Considering this is diagonal, maybe I should put the geysers in first. Normally this helps guide diagonal mineral placement a lot, I find anyways. Other people might do better without it. I don't. I very much need... Yeah, I need the, There's something odd about placing these mineral fields. They do not want to work. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it should be fine. Whew. Now time, I think I'm going to make this a little more interesting here. We're going to go with man-made. Oops, I forgot to turn symmetry back on. Oh, there we go. Undo. Just trying to make everything here a little more interesting. I feel like interesting is good. We all want that in our lives. Yeah, just why not? Huh? Right. Exactly. Exactly. Who doesn't want interesting? I don't know. I've never met them. Yep, there we go. Interesting accomplished. Okay, so now we just have the problem that our map is ugly. Oh, fugly. And also the fact that I really want... Oops, not mean to do that. That I really want... I keep hitting that button. I really want... those big, giant rock towers. That's ice. I don't want ice. I want this baby. Maybe it was giant. No, it was tower. We're going to use these to make this game just all that more interesting. And create paths in which it's difficult for air units to fly. So now we're going to start, and we're going to have to go back to terrain. We're going to go to, maybe it wasn't terrain, no, it was this one here, pathing. Add pathing, no fly zones. No fly zone. We're going to see how these no fly zones work. Oops. Undo. I can't wait to get started testing this. Ooh, it's going to be so fun. Now we're going to go back to pathing. I think pathing should be fine for now. We're going to have to add some doodads in, of course. We're probably going to have to get rid of the rock. I actually need to go to units and structure. I almost forgot destructible. We almost forgot, folks, to make the most important part, which was our destructible rocks. Ah, right? My goodness, how could I have messed this up? That doesn't really want to go there. So we will have to modify the terrain, of course. Not with man-made cliffs. with regular organic cliffs. Organic is good, I guess. I don't know. I don't actually think it is. Anyway, going to be making sure that we have the right towers too. A lot of times I messed up. There we go. And that's how we're going to do it. And we're going to take rocks and we're going to place them there. Mm, 6 by 6. There we go. Rocks are completed. Aha. I like. And we're going to place some rocks there as well for fun. Alright, doodads. So first, you know what, let's go to map, textures. We're going to change Agria dirt into Agria grass. There, isn't that nicer, folks? Oh gosh, whew, so much easier on the eyes. You gotta love that. Okay, ooh, yeah, I love, ooh, this is much better. And let's see, we want to go to tools, not tools, data. Generate some terrain foliage. There, look at that. Ooh, it's just so much nicer already. Gotta love what you can easily, brambles. Ooh, that's an option. I like brambles. We're gonna actually have to take symmetry off now because this bit is yeah, just for fun. I'm gonna do bird xenomorphs, just going that way. And some birds going that way. And yeah, let's do some look. Ooh, I can do fog. Let's go with fog. You know, basically this part of this part of making a map is having fun. Basically what you're saying is, what can I do? What makes this map look good? What makes everything look like it should? What do people want to see? How can I make this interesting to play on? And that's what we're doing. I can, of course, at any time just wipe out all the doodads on the map and restart, so it's not really too much of an issue for me either. I don't mind. So yeah, there you go. Let's take a look at some other things. Agria's debris. I don't want debris. I want some nice looking stuff. Want some nice looking things to do. Ooh, trees. Everybody loves trees, right? Yep, I certainly do anyways. Yeah. Okay, and there we go. We have a map, folks. We indeed have a map, and we're going to save this map now as Agria Sinkhole. Just going to save right over that one. Okay, does not like it. I can't save as that. We're going to go with Agria Sinkhole 2. That'll be our save file. So that'll be like that. And now we're going to publish it and have people test it. Maybe if they don't hate me so much this time. God, please don't. Yeah, maybe you'll get to see it. Hopefully you will. We'll see. This has been FDB Vladerag signing off. I'll see you guys very soon.